Anyway, back to the plans that where I ended up at before we had it. There go Chief with his nonsense.
Chief, what
back to the plans I was discussing before. But remember we was talking about couple stuff, man. You know that's important when you build your team up. You gotta do things like that. You gotta rock with good people, and stay with people within your caliber. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I know we talked briefly about stereotypes, you know, and I think that's the thing. Like you always hear like, and tell me if you believe in this or not. Like, you know, you hear people say, married people shouldn't mingle with single people, and vice versa. You know, is that's a stereotype for you, or is it something that you think is a belief, or you know what I mean? Like,
I can see both ways. So I could definitely see it both ways. Some people believe in that, you know, you can only mingle with single people if married people if you're married, just to kind of keep that, because you guys are on two different platforms.
Yeah, but you could rock with certain people, man, and they have a different maturity. They understand.
Yeah, it's all about the person, man. It's all about the person's maturity and where they're at in life and what they want to do. So like you go out to the club or whatever with single people, they're on a different.
They got a different agenda.
That's the word I was looking for.
So is it so should you even put yourself in that playing field?
Yeah,
you know
because if you want to just if I'm cool with you and you single, right, and I'm married, and we go out to the club and you on a different agenda than me, that don't mean I can't have fun. That don't mean I can't go out with you. Now, if you on some buffoonery shit and you just want to leave with whoever the hell's in the club, then that's one thing. Then you on your own,
business.
Right? But then I know never to rock with you again.
So it's just an individual thing.
Exactly.
It all depends on who the person
like if you leave me for a girl because you hooked up with her, like, bro, we can never go out again.
First off, don't put me as a single guy.
I'm just saying, we up here talking to you. So if my man.
Just use the imaginary dude. Don't put me in that, man.
If my man is there.
If you leave with I ain't leaving with nothing, bro. I'm going home
right.
where I belong. Yeah, that's what I ain't even gonna be at the club with you because I don't go to clubs. You know
I'm just saying. But if I'm there with my man or whatever, and he leave me for some girl or whatever, like, yo, I'll holler at you later. Like I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I just know if you want to do it again, I'm kind of more hesitant.
Nah, but I ain't talking about that. I'm just talking about people respecting your situation.
I think everybody respects situations.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
No, we talking about the individual again. We talking about the
That's
individual.
why I'm telling you. Because you can. We kind of jump off a little bit, but you can. And I guess you got to be cognizant of who you dealing with, and then that goes around with the circle you know what I mean, the circle the circle you keep. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if you go with somebody, if he's single, he know who you are. He know what kind of situation you got. You know, this person, him or her, gonna do what they do. You know, but they're not gonna put that on your plate or even involve you in that. Or should you just avoid that situation as a whole? Is what I'm saying. I
guess it all depends. If you can handle the situation, then it's an individual thing.
Okay. So I ask you this: so what about your significant other? She say, "Hey, I'm going out." Right?
That's fine.
No, let me finish. Hey, calm down. Yeah. Damn, let me finish. But anyway, she say, you know, I'm going out this weekend with, you know, whoever, Tracy Lane, or I don't make up some name, whatever. But and you automatically know, you know, Tracy and Lane, they single. You know, or it's three of them and they all single. Your wife the only married one. Do you feel some type of way?
No.
Okay.
Do you?
No.
Okay.
No, it's a trust thing.
Yeah, and that's all it is. Like if you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it.
Right.
I don't care if you out with single people, out with married people. If you out or if you at the grocery store, it don't matter. Like I ain't gonna keep a umbrella or something over you the whole time, or a drone 100%. Over you watching you. Yeah. So it at the end of the day, if you don't have it, you don't have it. If you do, you do. And like you said, that's why I said it's an individual thing. If you can rock with single people, but I think you have to limit it to where and what happens.
Absolutely.
That's what I think it is.
Absolutely.
So if you want to have like a thing at your crib or whatever, and you got a single dude, that should be fine. And a bunch of married dudes, it should be fine. Like we just went to a get together not too long ago, and there was a bunch of married people and a bunch of single people there. We all work together, so maybe that's a little bit different. But a bunch of married people and single people together. So I don't know. What y'all think, man? Go ahead and leave a comment out there. What y'all think? Is it okay for married and single people to mix together when you're out, or does it just matter on situations where you're at, who it is, or whatever?
I think it's important. I think it really matters about who it is.
Here's the tricky part. I'm switching on you.
What's that?
I think it depends on how you see the other person your significant other is going out with. So not really how they see it. So picture this: I'm out, right? My wife don't like whoever. Jake or whatever. Oh man, we know somebody named Jake. I know somebody with everybody's name, so Jake, don't take offense to this.
Take offense to it. He's talking directly to you.
But it's Jake from State Farm. That's what we call it.
All
Jake
right.
from State Farm.
Right.
But I'm out with Jake. But my wife does not fuck with Jake. Like, does not rock with him at all.
Right.
Don't like him. Don't like his personality. He can't even come inside because
Right.
my wife don't like him. But I'm like, yo, I'm going out with Jake. Automatically, she.
So could you still be cool with Jake?
Yeah,
I asked you that.
100.
So if your wife feel this way about Jake, right, from top to bottom, that's how she feel.
Yeah.
You could still rock with Jake heavy.
Okay, that's where I'm not going on a vacation. Like we ain't doing a dude's trip. You know
either way, you rocking with her.
Well, if we work together or something like that, then I can rock with you at work. But I can't. I can go over to your crib. You want to play video games or watch the game or something like that. But I can't really go to the club with you. Can't partake in things. Most of the time, people wild out is when they're drinking.
Yeah,
So I can't.
I think that's a good one, man. You know, because okay, say this. So if you saying she don't like Jake, you still could rock. You don't think that's gonna cause an issue?
It could.
So
it could.
What do you?
But at that point, then you address the issue, and then you gotta talk it out.
But put the shoe on the other foot, right? Like I told you about Elaine. I told you about Elaine. Your wife, if you don't like Elaine, but your wife, oh, that's my friend, and
you
gonna feel some type of way that she still rock with Elaine? I think it's a tough one.
Because I think we all have had friends, or excuse me, we all have had significant others that have had friends that you probably don't fuck with, like they fuck with, like you just don't get it.
Yeah.
Like why the hell you hanging out with this person? Like I just don't get it. They not even on the same level as you. Mia, how you doing? It's been a while, long while, but they don't just rock with you the same way. And he's like, why you even hang out with that person? Yeah. Like, oh, you don't know him like I know him. It's usually the go-to response. So what do you do at that point?
I don't know. Good question. I don't know.
If it really fucks up the relationship and the relationship is strong, then
automatically you dead that.
Okay, so that's why I said somebody's gonna have to be the bigger person. Yeah. Either you gonna suck it up and be like, all right, fine, I believe what you say.
You never let anything outside like that interrupt the vibe of your kingdom.
Right, but no, what I'm saying is you either gonna fold and gonna not fold, because don't look at it as a negative term. You're either gonna fold and gonna say, all right, I fine. You say she's different than what I see. Fine, go ahead, do your thing, because it is what it is. That's your friend. Or she gonna fold and gonna say that you don't like it, I don't like it.
So, let's rewind back a couple episodes. Do you put that person in the category of that toxic individual? Man, we
they
rapped
toxic
about that.
To you. They toxic, but they're not toxic to them. But the key is, are they toxic to the relationship?
That's what I'm saying.
If you guys are fighting and every time, or not fighting, talking, and every time disagreeing, and every time disagreement comes up, that person's name comes up. Well, what's the problem?
Right.
What really is the issue at hand?
What's the common denominator?
Right.
What's the common denominator?
But you got. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that I've associated with who wives don't really care for me for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And so what do you do? I mean, some people be like, yo, bro, I can't rock with you no more because my wife don't rock with you. Like, all right, right, you got ain't no offense to it.
Do you respect it or you don't?
Yeah, you respect the shit out of it.
All right.
Yeah, because I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Like, there's 3 billion people in the world. Like, you won. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Like, if it is what it is. But if you see me in the street, I expect for you to talk. I expect for you to at least say hi. Like, we don't have to rock like that anymore, but I can at least say hi. Oh man,
hey, Joe,
okay. Look, people, I'm gonna go ahead and take the bullet because we gotta hit this button to see more, and I want to see your whole quote. So I'm gonna get up real quick. I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna mess up the camera real quick.
No, just leave it. You get the gist of it. If it's unless you cut the ties, you let your homegirl and they know your boundaries, right?
Yeah.
That's he right. If they respect you, then there's no issues.
But Joseph, let me ask you, bro. I'm not sure what your relationship status is like or anything like that.
Right.
You ain't gotta say it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you know.
So you got a homeboy you've been fucking with like heavy for a long time. Maybe y'all were in Korea together or something like that. I'm not sure if he's even military or somewhere like that. Okay. And you were cool with this person. Bring him back like, yo, this is my homeboy or whatever. We back to being cool. And your wife's like, yo, something about him I just don't know. And your wife don't know him at all. Like doesn't know him from Adam, Eve, or Steve.
I'm gonna tell you this. I have a